Hello and welcome back to another edition of Keeping Calm in a Crisis. Today we join singer-songwriter from Dorset, Taloch to see what he's doing to help keep calm in a crisis.
Okay, so welcome to another cooking thing with me. Now what I'm going to, let me just turn this on because that's getting really hot. Right, so what I'm looking at today, well, no, not what I'm looking at, okay, welcome here today with me. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to make a chicken kebab, right? This is just a simple chicken kebab. But do you know something? Like like people say to me, "Do you want a chicken kebab?" I say, "Oh yeah, that'd be nice." And you go to people's, and they say, "Okay, I'm going to make you it," and which they do, but it's not really a chicken kebab. You see, now most of the problem is if the weather's kind of like, a bit outside, and not really like, but right. So say it's all a bit winky out, whatever outside, and you can't use your grill like your barbecue and stuff. So you can find yourself a little bit like kind of like stuck for making a chicken kebab. So anyway, without any more to do, let me show you exactly what I'm going to do. This you'll find brilliant, right? Because if you're like me, see, I can go like to there. So much for that. You get people like say, "So look what I'm doing. I'm now holding my chicken over, stuck to. Obviously don't stick it don't touch it on the metal, because if you do, it's going to get stuck there. So beginner and novice. So I'm just going to do them both over this one thing, right? Now, you're going to think, what on earth is he doing? This is just ridiculous. You can't cook chicken like that. Well, obviously you can. It's fire. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to skewer that there. I would use skewers, but to be honest with you, I didn't get any. I went to the shop to get some, and I didn't get any. They didn't have any. So anyway, so see what I'm doing? I'm now scorching it. And when we're touring, the foods like this are brilliant, because we can just set up a grill anywhere, kind of open fire, cook to it, a bit like your grill when you put stuff on your barbecue and that. See that? Look, see how that's going white there now and everything. So always remember, now if you're doing this, always remember one thing, and which is always quite important in the process of doing it. Yeah. Well, how do you get on? How can you do this like on an electric one? See that brown? See the brown? I'm just coming in there like that. You see the brown? Well, I've gone out of focus. Right, doesn't matter. Right. You get the gist. The brown is brown. It's the same. In every, brown is brown anywhere in the world. It's just the same sort of thing. I'm really pleased to see that the have you got a burner, like where you hold a can with a burner in it, use that. I have got one, but to be honest with you, it's run out of gas. It's kind of like, right, okay, right, it's run out of gas, and you've got to do it when the chicken's like this, because if you cook the chicken first and then try and do this, well then it's just not going to work right, because it's not the same, it's not the same sort of thing. I'm just going to bang those there like that. I'm getting bored, ow. I'm getting bored of it now. Right. I'm coming in here. Right, this is a kebab. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to get this little lot seasoned up. Now, I've got chili powder, I've got cumin, I've got salt. There we go. Chili. You're being right. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to get out. Oh, this little mother here. That's a sweet potato, that is. A sweet potato, and that's going in there, like that. Right, here we go. This is what I meant to, this is what I forgot, and this is what I meant to say. I've been, it's gone now. I've been sent a present. There it is. Right. I've been sent a present. Look at that. Right. It's got a picture of Dennis and Menace on it. And this, like, I thought this was good. Retrain, they said. Alright. Now, hay fever's been right up. Okay, right. Get that little baby, go in there. Now you watch. You blanch that. Watch this, no lie. Yeah, your cooker will get a little bit wet with this, by the way. But you wait till you try this. You wait till you try. Right, get it over the heat. 2 good thick forks like that. You mustn't, the chicken will be cooked, believe me. If you want to put a little bit of sugar on it, go ahead. So it don't take long. This is going to feed 6 people. I know you wouldn't think that. Now I'm going to make this exotic. This is going to be exotic. I want those juices cooking now out of the chicken. I'm going exotic now. Watch this. Get that fat really, it's not fat, it's oil. There is a difference between the two things. That's oil. Now, I'm going to pepper it up a little bit now. Don't need to pepper it up a bit like you, but I just think it looks good. We have put spices in there. Right, this is a jar of harissa. Cut the shallots. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't cut your fingers off. You know, if you do, just throw it in, and if you do chop your fingers off and you get blood everywhere, just throw it in there. But throw some turmeric in, and it'll actually take it all into kind of like a sort of very glowing orangey colour, which is like straight on top. You have to thing like that, push like that, and you see that sizzling now. Oh my god, look at that. And that chicken is now so beautifully tender. You can just... Last night I made a tuna and cod fish pie. Tuna and cod and chilli. It was a chilli tuna cod fish pie with cheese. Wasn't everyone's cup of tea. Right, I need the oil. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on a slant, and I'm just going to pour all the oil down into the bottom of the pan like that, because I need it. And that's all doing that, and now we can just start to get rid of it. All the chicken going in there. Now always keep your head back out of the way, you know, just in case you have a flare. You know, I let that oil go a bit too cold, and so now that's me prawns, by the way, that's just gone in there. That's on a full heat, and now I'm going to take a great big scoop of harissa, and that's going in there like that. I've cooked on. Now I take all the chicken out when I do this because I don't want to overcook the chicken. I don't want to actually, you know, overcook the prawns and all that lot. So I'd rather just get this. I'd rather get these exactly to where I want them. That's where I want them. It's sizzling, and now I will put the chicken back in there because those prawns are now cooked. Okay, that is cooked. Now push it all back. I bought myself a packet of peppers and I left them in my basket. I'm damn sure. Now, I would be putting peppers in there, but I'm not going to be putting peppers in there now. Also, watch how that smell as well. When I'm cooking, I like to cook with wine, and eat feta cheese and olives. It's just one of my passions. I've got two things here, right? A kebab and a wrap. Now you can make the wrap. The wrap's really, really easy. It's just flour and water. Really, really easy to do. It's actually easier to make them than it is to open them. So, look, that's going in there. I just put it around, and I'm gonna flip it over like that. Look, that wrap, picking up all of that juice in there now, like that. Now see, my pan is nowhere near as wet as what it was. I'm just going to flick those pieces out. Now I can take that out. Now watch, you stick that in there. It's almost in a dry pan. There's a reason for this. That's almost in a dry pan. The simple little recipes which I do here, that's the recipe there. Making the salad is easy enough. You make salad to what you want it to be, don't you? And so anyway, look at that, that's fantastic. Right, but it's going to be even more brilliant in a minute. I'll show you. Right, there's a kebab, or a pita bread I should say. Now everybody's got like 100 Soviets left over from Christmas, haven't they? Well, everybody got 100 of these. Merry Christmas, I sort of. I know this ain't Christmas now. Well, obviously because it's gone by, isn't it? Right. So now that lovely, look at that. The pan has gone dry. That's cooking to perfection now. Absolute perfection. And that, when that little fella there comes out, that little fella there goes in, and it stops everything from being worried. And I'm looking for my sharp knife. Right. You can use an oven glove, but my oven gloves have been everywhere, believe me. Right. That pita bread is actually, look at that, how that's done there. Right, now when you get all of that, you get it into your little Soviet and you just go straight through. Don't try and be clever, by the way, and cut these little babies before you cook them, because you won't do it. They're designed to open and to rise so that you can cut it with perfection into this beautiful little sandwich. Look at that, see? And they're designed to do that. So don't try to cut it when it's cold. It's just silly. You just won't do it. I turned that off, didn't I? I jumped the gun. I turned that off. I jumped the gun there, right? So now I'm a great favourite of yogurt and cucumber and mint tzatziki. It's easy to make, and like you don't need a cookery lesson on doing that. And if you really do need one, I'll give you one. But you don't need one on that. It's absolute rubbish. And then you got like look. You got flour. You got the vegetation and the salad. a spinach. See? No one needs to be told how to make a spinach thing. I don't eat lettuce, by the way. Well, I don't. I just don't eat lettuce. Right, there's me little thing, Bob. See? Now, I put that back in there, just heat it up a bit. And that's hot. That is hot. Put that in there. Get yourself a spoon. Right, like that, steaming. Look at that. That is steaming. And this is, it's not an unhealthy little meal, this one. In fact, I would say it's quite healthy. If you suffer with bad joints, by the way, you may find that peppers, there we go, turn that off now, look. If I was going to be doing like everyone's right now, I'd leave that on. But what I'm going to do now, right, so there we go. I'm going to stick some of this stuff in there, like that. This is spinach, and spinach is very, very good for you. You're supposed to actually heat it up a little bit. I'll put spinach and tzatziki in there. Hiding around the corners, you can make your own hummus, but to be honest with you, I can't be, so I'm just actually going to put some in there like that. Okay, and then I'm going to get myself a shovel full of that, and I'm just going to put that in there, right, with a little bit more tzatziki across the top. If you want garlic and mayonnaise sauce, well then just get some and just bang it in on top. And if you want an olive, I love olives. Well, you wait till you taste that, little mother. And this sort of thing here, sort of floater, that is there to keep the whole show going. And if you leave them up for a minute, that'll become, well, I'm going to show you, hang on, look. We're just going to put that down there a sec. Right, we'll get another serviette. Right. You know, this is what you do with your leftover from Christmas serviettes, right? That is a wrap. And you get it, and remember, I'm going to need another one now. Right, okay, so serviette, get it, and you can just break that in like that. I've had to do it in like sections like that because it's just burning me bloody fingers. Right, okay, but sorry, but I know, you know, you mustn't swear, you mustn't blaspheme. Try not to. And that is really crunchy. You can put a whole plate full of those on the table with hummus and tzatziki and anything else that you've got, olives and, you know, whatever, like anything. Put a whole load of it together, see? That's it, guys, really. I hope you enjoyed that little bit. It's the recipe is that what's happened here. You take care of yourselves, and I'll catch up with you all later. Please subscribe to the channel if you want to, that is, and you want to be caught with all the updates and what have you. It'll be great. Please subscribe.
And that brings us to the end of another edition of Keeping Calm in a Crisis.